Are my RC shocks assembled correctly to prevent leaks? Imagine your RC car zooming over rough terrain, but suddenly the shocks start leaking oil. That can really slow down your fun. So how do you make sure your shocks are assembled right to stop leaks? Let's break it down step by step. First, check the seals. These are usually rubber or silicone O-rings or X-rings. They need to be installed carefully without any tears or damage. Lightly lubricate the seals with shock oil before inserting them. This helps them slide in smoothly and prevents tearing. Damaged seals are the main cause of leaks, so take your time here. Next, fill the shock body with the correct amount of shock oil. Usually it's filled to just below the cap or to the top, depending on your shock design. Slowly push the shock shaft down to push out any trapped air and excess oil. Keep doing this until no air bubbles come out. This process is called bleeding the shocks. Proper bleeding helps prevent leaks and makes the shocks work smoothly. When you're done, tighten the cap carefully. Over-tightening can deform the seals and cause leaks. Tighten just enough so the cap is snug but the shaft can still move freely. Now, check the alignment. Make sure all parts like the shock body, shaft, seals, spacers, and caps are aligned properly. Loose caps or misaligned shafts can cause oil to seep out. Use the screws and spacers specified in your kit instructions. Many shocks use spacers and retention cups to hold everything in place. These must be installed in the right order and orientation. For example, a spacer with an indent might be needed to let the screw sit flush and avoid putting pressure on the seals. After assembly, push the shock shaft all the way in and then let it extend. It should move smoothly without sticking or resistance. If it doesn't, you might have trapped air or misaligned seals. Also, avoid over-tightening the caps. Tighten just enough to keep everything secure but not so tight that it crushes the seals. Once assembled, check for leaks by gently compressing and releasing the shocks. Look for oil seeping around the shaft or cap. If you see leaks, disassemble and inspect the seals for damage or improper placement. Reassemble with fresh oil and make sure everything is lubricated properly. Following the manufacturer's instructions closely is always a good idea. Use the recommended shock oil weight and take your time during oil filling and bleeding. Proper assembly not only prevents leaks but also keeps your shocks performing consistently. This means better handling and longer-lasting shocks for your RC vehicle.